Hi friends, I'm back with another video about case processing times. Apparently this is the hottest subject out there right now in the world of immigration, and rightly so, because the government is so behind with processing your petitions and applications. But in this video, I'm going to hone in on where things are this month with the Visa Bulletin, May 2019 Visa Bulletin. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned. Friends, if you have not yet subscribed to McBean Immigration Law TV, go ahead and do so, and then hit that notification bell so that you'll be the first to be notified each week of my videos. And then also you can join me with the premiere of the video. I just started this actually, live chatting. Once my video is premiered and it's playing for that very first time, I'm live and I'm chatting with folks. I'm answering some questions for general information purposes only. Thank you so much for supporting this work. Now, case processing times. It's slow. We know that. Now, the question is, where is the government with respect to some of these family-based petitions, right? You might be on the other end of things where you're just waiting. You're sitting and you're waiting, and you don't know when your priority date is going to become current so that you can go ahead and submit your visa application so that you can be interviewed at the embassy. Well, this is only for those who are overseas, right? But if you're here in the United States, you're probably thinking, okay, when is my priority date going to come up? Because I want to adjust my status. I'm waiting. I'm waiting on either the interview to be scheduled, or I'm waiting on a decision, or even a response from the government to a request for additional information that you prepared and submitted to them, and you're just waiting. I understand, obviously, that waiting can be very challenging, right? Because it can slow you down with your affairs. Some of you are out there and you can't work. You can't work because you're waiting on one of these petitions to be approved and you're stuck. And so the delay has very, very real consequences for many people. That much I do know because I talk to you every day in my practice. All right, so let's go straight to the May 2019 Visa Bulletin. And so we're going to look at the first table, right? Table A, which says final action dates for family-sponsored preference cases. That is truly a mouthful. And so basically, in a nutshell, this table tells you what the government is up to in terms of the backlog. As I've said in other videos, the government is facing a very, very significant backlog in all of these categories, as a matter of fact, right? You have people who have been waiting for over 10 years for a green card or for the approval of the I-130 family petition. And then you have others who have been waiting for 5 years, some 3 years, 2 years, others 5-6 months. And so it depends on where you fall into the family preference category, or whether you're an immediate relative of a U.S. citizen, in which case you would not be here. You're not on this table. If you're an immediate relative of a U.S. citizen, visas are readily available and you're not put into this system where you have to sit and wait for many years for your I-130 to be approved and for you to get the green card. Everyone else, however, they're here. They're in this backlog. And so let's take a look at the F1 category. The F1 category is the category made up of unmarried sons and daughters of U.S. citizens. Now, these are the adult children of U.S. citizens. And so they're in that F1 category. The government is now up to January 8th, 2012, meaning that if the petition was filed before this date, you're now able to move along the process and submit a visa application. If you're a foreigner overseas, you're able to go ahead and move forward with that process. If you're here in the United States and you're eligible to adjust your status, you're now able to submit the I-485 application. Now let's look at the F2A category. F2A is made up of spouses and children of green card holders. Now, in this category, the F2A category, we're talking about children, meaning children for immigration purposes are those who are unmarried and under the age of 21. So that's who is in this category, along with the spouse of a green card holder. And so the government is now up to May 15th, 2017. This category actually moves much faster because this is almost like an immediate relative, right? You're talking about your spouse and you're talking about a young child. So the government, with our family unity policy or belief system, thinks that those people need to be close together. Whereas if you find yourself in the F2B category now, you're an adult, you are an adult child of a green card holder, you're over 21. And so you face a longer wait time because the government doesn't see the urgency if you join in your parent. Now, the government for the F2B category is up to February 1st, 2013. So again, if the petition was filed before this date, you may go ahead and move forward with the visa application or the adjustment of status if you're eligible to adjust your status. Next, the F3 category. Here we're talking about married sons and daughters of U.S. citizen. Again, going back to that rationale, right? These are married sons and daughters. They don't need to cling to mommy and daddy. So the government thinks that those adult married children, quote unquote children, can wait a bit longer. These folks are facing a very long wait time. The government is only up to November 8th, 2006 petitions. Yes, 2006. They're still in 2006 for that category. And then last but not least is the sibling category, the F4, which is the worst category to possibly be in. The government is up to February 15th, 2006. So that's what, 12 or 13 years wait time for sibling petitions. When you jump down to Table B, which we're not going to get into in great detail, the thing about these two tables is that if you find, really what we as practitioners do, we look at both tables. And if the priority date is sooner, actually, on one of the tables, that's what we rely on, and that's what we work with people on moving forward, moving their visa application forward. So you can certainly do the same thing, right? Take a look at chart B and see whether the priority date is more recent than in table A, and go ahead and proceed with the visa application accordingly, or the I-485. Now, this is all I'm going to share in this brief video. Again, case processing times have slowed down, but I wanted to at least give you a sense of where things are with respect to the priority dates that are on the Visa Bulletin for May 2019. Friends, comment below. Tell me if you have another question about case processing times. I'm going through these questions, and believe me, I have a list. Of some of the top questions that folks have been asking me. Stay tuned for my next video. Thanks so very much for watching this one. And again, go ahead, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified of my next video. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.